This ain't 21, this 22. I fuck your baby mama in a hotel room.
Before 22 Savage would jack the moniker of 21 Savage and have the entire internet asking, did he really just do that?
$1,200. Sarah?
1201.
1201. Kevin?
1202.
Hit that for the ground. Hit that for the ground. Hit that for the ground. We gon' do that for the ground.
Before 22 Savage would transform from Vine star to rapper with music videos for Black Ops, Pay For It, No Heart, and Jumpin'.
22, bitch, I'm jugging on a Honda. I be whipping in the kitchen like a slave.
Before the internet would coin 22 Savage as the K-mart version of the original in many an online meme.
22 Savage looked like he hasn't eaten a full course meal in years.
Before 21 Savage called out his imposter at a concert in Atlanta.
Ain't no 22, ain't no 23.
Then fired off at him on Instagram with his camp sending threats that they had plans to pull up in his native Baton Rouge, and 22 Savage would respond that he's ready.
Come on, man, I'm telling y'all to pull up, man. You know they ain't gonna do nothing. They got too much to lose. Nigga like me ain't got nothing to lose, you hear me?
Besides the tattoo of a knife that 21 is rocking on his forehead, one could easily get the two Savages confused, and being his doppelganger is exactly what 22 Savage is playing up to better his own career. No stranger to changing his name, the once aspiring Vine comedian went under the monikers Little Mac on the track, Mighty Mike, Funny Ass Mike, Girl He Funny, and Mac Too Funny. This was all previous to becoming 22 Savage. Growing up in the poverty-stricken streets of Baton Rouge, he spent time in and out of juvie, and he aspired to build for himself a better future than one behind bars. Initially as a comedian rather than that of a rapper.
I want to be just like Kevin. No Kevin Gates, no Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I see how he sell out arenas, you know what I'm saying?
In a freestyle video, he stated this isn't 21, this is 22, and the reference quickly found an audience. From there, he released his song Jumpin', where he rebranded himself officially as 22 Savage. A pretty bold move to say the least, but 22 Savage might as well go big or go home, because the kid is out on bond facing second-degree murder charges after shooting a man in the chest.
You didn't fire a gun?
Innocent, self-defense, self-defense.
Johnson's accused of firing the shot that killed 20-year-old Richard Devon Phillips.
What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the rise to fame of 22 Savage, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, you guys requested this video in the masses, hitting me up in the comment section and on Instagram and Twitter, and we've already done it Before They're Famous on 21 Savage. You should check that out. As always, be sure to let us know in the comment section down below who you want me to document next, and please don't ask for 23 Savage, because this is getting a little out of hand. Savage was born MacArthur Dean Johnson on October 8, 1996 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. From what I can tell from his interviews with DJ Vlad at Say Cheese TV, MacArthur grew up with both parents and a brother, all of whom encouraged him with his online performances.
What the fuck, man? Man, studio, man, you fucking me up, man.
I'm trying to come.
He grew up listening to local legend Little Boosie and had been rapping all his life, but it wouldn't be until much later that he would consider rap a career for his future. During his come-up years and into his time at Terra High School, it appears that MacArthur was a known entertainer, branding himself as a comedian and an Instagram star. He has multiple abandoned Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vine accounts under the name Mighty Mike, Funny Ass Mike, Girl He Funny, Mac Too Funny, and in all of these he would post different types of comedy content. There were the videos,
You know, Timmy Turner, you know, coming around. You know what I'm saying? We all free, man. You know what I'm saying?
there were his tweets including, "My girl not allowed to go on vacation, she want to travel, she better pick up a basketball and walk around the house." It's clear that his family was there to support him, even his mom, lending him some extra tampons when he needed the most.
I just seen somebody do this on Instagram.
You ain't seen nobody do a motherfucking thing. You just be wasting my motherfucking shit.
Whatever he was doing, it seemed to be working, as Mighty Mike would host local shows at clubs. On top of this, he graduated high school, but hanging out in the streets of Baton Rouge, he would get into trouble and was nearly killed.
Right, because I almost died. I could have been dead, you know what I'm saying?
He also got himself in enough trouble that he was sent off to juvie.
Oh yeah, I went to jail, you know what I'm saying? Juvenile, I went to Paris prison, you know what I'm saying, one time.
Mighty Mike was released on bond, and him and his family fought the charges while he was back at home doing his thing as an entertainer. His Instagram was his most popular platform, and he teamed up with his high school buddy Wings, and the two became a comedic duo, Wings and Mike.
My Instagram was already, you know, yeah, popular, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was at like, 200, you know what I'm saying?
Eventually, Wings wasn't keeping up his end of the deal, and MacArthur kept moving forward on his own. But then in May of 2016, he would make the biggest mistake of his life.
Johnson's accused of firing the shot that killed 20-year-old Richard Devon Phillips. It happened last night in a convenience store parking lot.
The story goes that MacArthur had been beefing with the deceased Richard Phillips over promotional flyers for an event, and the event was a birthday party. The police believe that MacArthur shot Phillips in the chest from his car before fleeing the scene. He has since been charged with second degree, illegal use of a weapon, and obstruction of justice. Reportedly, MacArthur admitted to shooting the victim, claiming it was in self-defense, but his accounts do not match up with the video footage the police had of the shooting, so it's not looking good.
It's never okay to shoot someone.
His bond was set at $370,000, which someone paid for, so he could go home. It was time for Mighty Mike to bust his ass off and take his efforts to the next level. Plus, someone is likely looking for him to pay back that $370K. It was during a freestyle video that he came up with his new name. Now, you must imagine that people have been referring to his appearance being similar to that of 21 Savage for some time, and now he had the perfect gimmick to take his career from local entertainer to a whole nother level.
To a whole number level.
22 Savage got to work on his track Jumpin', which he released the audio for first, and when it took off, well, he got to work on the music video.
And this ain't 21, bitch, this 22. Young 22, love gripping automatics.
Blogs quickly jumped on the hilarity of the fact that the kid named himself 22 Savage, and with the two sharing a similar look and sound, there was enough intrigue for people to give his music a listen. When questioned about stealing another rapper's name, who's on the rise, MacArthur said, and I quote, "I just felt like jacking him." He continued, "I'm really a savage out here, I'm really in the slums. What people don't understand is that underneath this funny, it's really real. We're in the streets, I'm trying to make it out any way I can."
When XXL did when they did that thing, they keep saying parody rapper. I'm not a fucking parody rapper, that's what I'm trying to tell them.
21 Savage and his boys, including No Plug, didn't like the free exposure 22 was earning off his new name and hit him up online with multiple online videos telling him to stop riding dick. But this didn't scare off 22, who spoke of plans to drop his own Savage Mode album.
See, at first it was a joke, you know what I'm saying? Until a nigga thought I was pussy, you hear me? I ain't pussy at all, you hear me? So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
At the time of this recording, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown are gearing up for a boxing match in Dubai. 22 Savage antagonized 21 Savage for them to also fight, and if he lost, he would give up his name. But for now, 21, well, he's turned down the offer. Plus, to be fair, it's kinda his name, you know? With all the attention this brought to 22 Savage, who's only been seriously rapping and producing for a year or so, well, others are following suit, and a 23 Savage has popped up on the scene. Which I find hilarious.
Young 23, love gripping automatic. This ain't 22, bitch, this 23. See, this ain't 22, bitch, this 23.
As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story, or we'll document it in an after they're famous, because this right here was before they're famous. My name's Michael McCredden, and we make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel, 21 Savage. We've done that in the past, but we've done all sorts of rappers, we've done actors, we've done models, porn stars. Browse around, let me know who you want to hear about next in the comments down below.